Hey everybody, my name is Wyatt and I'm Ferda Tunes, and we're back for another weekly news roundup. As usual, we'll be going through all the new releases of the week, as well as music news and things like that. I also just wanted to say quick that I'm going to do my best to branch out this upcoming week into the content that I really want to focus on, more discussion-based videos. I want to get my first Classic of the Month video out, things like that. I'm not going to spoil too much, but just wanted to let you guys know I'm not going to just keep pumping out first reaction videos, as fun as I am having with them. So if you haven't checked out the Little Uzi reaction, I highly recommend. I think it's a fun video. Our first news story of the week is a bit of an unfortunate one. It seems Cardi B has filed for divorce against Offset of the Migos. As I'm sure most people know, they've been a bit of a power couple in rap the last few years, I think. So prayers up, hopefully everyone's happy and we'll get the best out of that situation in the future, but you know, divorce is not, you know, a great thing. Kanye West, I'm surprised his name hasn't popped up more in these news segments this year. He's been going crazy on Twitter. One thing I can say though is that he seems in a much more healthy headspace and he seems a lot more focused, and he's not just, he doesn't sound like just this crazy guy who's having an episode and like very obviously needs some form of mental health help. So he's really focusing in and talking about how just fucked up the music industry is and how major labels always fuck over artists with contracts and stealing their masters and things like that. And he's even shown support to Taylor Swift and said like, I will personally make sure every artist gets their masters. He was joking about Drake, he's talking about Taylor. It's fucking Kanye rant on Twitter. Like, you don't know what to expect, but I just think at least he's really fighting for something, very publicly talking about just how much of an issue this is. And as crazy as he may sound, he's making good points, and the issue that he's fighting for is a very level-headed one, and it's an easy ship to jump on. I think I'm supporting him, you know. I don't want to go in too much, it wasn't, you know, crazy news or anything, but he did piss on his Grammy, which I thought was will probably go down as one of the most underrated moments in music of probably the decade, because it's just so, I just can do nothing but applaud a man pissing on his Grammy. There have been quite a few Rihanna rumors popping up, music rumors finally popping up in the news recently. They're just rumors, so I'm not gonna obsess over them, but there was some hefty remarks being made that she like turned in the album, she has music videos ready, the lead single ready, all that kind of stuff. So I don't want to get my hopes up because, you know, they've been up for about 4 fucking years now, but she did announce and confirm the Savage Fenty fashion show, I believe, which was going to feature like Miguel, Travis Scott, Rosalia, I think Lizzo too, and Bad Bunny. So I mean, but in more music news, Gorillaz finally announced the Song Machine album. If you don't know, they've been releasing like a bunch of singles out this year, just kind of scattered all over the place. A lot of really interesting collaborations, and they finally put it all into an album, and the feature list looks unreal. And some of these singles that have come out, I would totally say are some of the best singles I've heard this year, and just super interesting collaborations, whatever they are. There's so many different vibes that and palettes that Gorillaz seem to sample from, especially this year with all these songs. So I'm just more than excited to hear that. That's coming out late October. We also got a new announcement from YG, his new album, My Life 400. And I really just want YG to just come back and kill it with a front to back quality album. I feel like he hasn't done that since Still Brazy, and I love that album to death. And I really think he has it in him, and I really think he can. We need the focus, you know. I don't know, I'm hopeful. We also got Anderson .Paak doing a Fortnite concert. I guess this is like a trend now. Also, I didn't mention Gorillaz are doing a live stream concert broadcast type of thing with the release of that album. So I guess this is the new thing, you know. I hope real concerts can come back soon, but I mean, if this is the best we can do, I guess we gotta take it. Moving into the new releases of the week, as usual, I'll put them in the description if I forget some, because I feel like I'm forgetting some. There's not too many like major albums that came out. A good amount of singles, but first up we got Slauson Malone, a instrumental hip-hop abstract kind of producer that I discovered maybe just a year ago with his album A Quiet Farewell. I think it was in 2018. It was really, really interesting stuff, and this one is his follow-up, I believe. Seems a lot shorter, super tight, so so I'm super excited to listen to it. I have no clue what to expect really. So we got Armani Caesar, I believe it's her Griselda debut, and I also, if I'm not mistaken, is the first lady signed to Griselda. And I'm like, literally, I'm already planning to listen to this on the way to work later, because oh man, I'm so excited. Like, her verse on Conway's album grew on me so quick. Griselda is just unfucking stoppable this year, and I don't see why adding a female MC to the palette would bring anything but more heat. We also got a new album from Lil Tecca. I believe it's his second album, Virgo World. I don't know if I'm gonna be peeping this one, to be too honest. You know, he's never really done much to impress me at all. We also got a new album from Dizzy Wright, My Hustle Unmatched. I definitely want to check this out. I've been meaning to catch up and dive back into Dizzy Wright's more recent releases because I was a fan of him a few years ago. So, and even more on the kind of stoner rap scale, you know, if we're grouping people together. Currency and Harry Fraud dropped. I guess it's kind of a deluxe version of the album they dropped earlier this year, which was fantastic, by the way. And I'm ready to check that out. You know, Currency is one of those just non-stop drop kind of artists, and you know, he's just very consistent, very quality. I personally love his stuff. Moving into the new singles of the week, we got a new single from KYGO featuring Donna Summer. It's a remix. If you know, he's been doing kind of these retro style remixes of, he did one with Tina Turner recently, and then Whitney Houston about a year or two ago, I want to say. And while I did love those two remixes so much, they did just kind of feel to me as KYGO just kind of slapping his trademark sound onto like a, you know, a catchy Whitney remix and the Tina remix. Not bad at all, and I loved the idea behind them, and I couldn't appreciate it more, but they just didn't really impress me or blow me away in the way I wish they did. But this one, my god, is Hot Stuff with Donna Summer, and god, it just feels like such a almost perfect remix. And I just think for artists, especially like EDM artists like KYGO, aiming to do these kind of remixes, this is how you fucking do it. Like this, it was just a bang. It was just super well blended together. There's a new single out with Justin Bieber and Chance the Rapper. I was thinking of doing like a first reaction to this when it came out, but I didn't have the time to, and I don't know, I thought it was going to be an interesting video. I haven't listened to the song. I don't even think I'm going to be fair. Just Justin Bieber this year is really just, he's never really clicked with me, to be fair, but he's really flopping this year to me. And Chance the Rapper is, you know, not a very exciting feature to have nowadays for me. I don't know. But Rico Nasty dropped a new single, Own It, and a music video that just perplexed the fuck out of me. It's one of the weirdest, edgiest, not even edgy, like just one of the whack the fuck out music videos. The song does feel like one of her more just quick bangers. It's not as like detailed and well fleshed out and tight as her last single, iPhone, but I'm still fucking with it. I'll always love this sound from Rico, and I just love her style so much. I can't help but love it. It's a pretty solid banger. Got a new single from Action Bronson, one of his probably the most hard-hitting so far off the new album that's actually coming this Friday, I was gonna mention. I'm super excited for his new album, and I have pretty high hopes for it, and I really think he can deliver like one of his best for sure. There's a new Rhapsody single, 12 Problems, that's very politically charged, very police brutality, or you know, wrapped in that whole blanket, and god, it's really, really good. It kind of flips the 99 Problems hook from Jay-Z, and I just would not miss this one. Just stop sleeping on Rhapsody, because she is literally unstoppable right now. Everything she drops is just pure heat. Skepta has a new song out with two artists that I'm not too familiar with, to be fair. The beat sounded crazy, but the hook was pretty typical and didn't really do too much for me, at least in me wanting to come back to it, so I don't know, maybe it'll grow. Echo 2K also has a new single out, if you don't know, the Drain Gang member. The song is called Pollen, and it seems he's very pushing more towards that ambient pop tag that he's kind of been slapped on ever since his Big E album came out. And all I gotta say is I am more than intrigued. This sound is just, it's really fresh, new, and weird, and I really think it could do something very special in the future. Tyga has a new single out with Saweetie and YG, and it's kind of typical Tyga, kind of strip club anthem, kind of just hard trap shit, but it's really not a bad song. I did fuck with it. The hype The energy is definitely there, and OG Parker crushed the beat. My God. We also got 2 new singles from Baby Keem and 2 new singles from Saba, 2 artists that I'm still unfortunately unfamiliar with, so I need to check these 2 out. You know, I've been sleeping for too long. So, and pop punk band Pup has a new single out off of their upcoming EP. It's called This Place Sucks Ass, and just that title is just too gold for me to not be excited for. And we also got Smashing Pumpkins announced a new double album, 20 new tracks coming out soon. Could be interesting. My best new release of the week is pretty easily KYGO and Donna Summer, Hot Stuff. That shit just, you know, my buddy sent it to me and was like, yo, we dropped another one of these vintage style remixes. I'm like, cool, I'll check it out, you know, and I was just blown the fuck away. It's so much fun, so well put together, so well constructed. It's a slap, you know. Toss it on a nice summer day and, you know, before we ride into the winter, enjoy that shit a few times. Honorable mention to that Rhapsody single though, that came real close. So that's about it for this week. I hope you guys have been enjoying the videos I've been pumping out. As I mentioned, in the coming week, I'll be putting out some more discussion-based videos, and just really want to hear what you guys think. I'd love to hear any feedback on any videos I make, really, and just love the support from you guys, love the patience, appreciate everything. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it pushing. I'm just always trying to push to talk about more and focus on more and whatever, more, you know. So thanks again. Follow me at Ferda Tunes and come talk some shit with me on Twitter if you like. And subscribe if you like. You can check out the podcast from last year if you want to hear more content from me and the boys. And that's about it. Stay safe, y'all.